All right, so for day 3, we are looking at the scatter plots. And so we're going to go to the bottom of our NBA project and click on that tab. And you'll notice that everything is already filled in for you here. And the reason for that is we entered a code that when you plugged it in on your player overview, here, it also filled it in on your scatter plot section. That way you didn't have to do it twice. The only difference here is now everything is organized by points, assists, and rebounds. So in your player overview section, we had it by player. So the first 3 points, assists, rebounds were Anthony Davis, then we had James Harden, and then we had Kevin Durant. So now we have it by player, points is like the overall section. So player 1's points, player 2's points, player 3 points, player 1's assists, player 2 assists, and player 3 assists, and so on. So it's just organized a little bit different, and the reason for that is because we're going to put it into a scatter plot, and this will give us a visual representation of how the player is doing over time. So to start things off, we are going to click on the word games, and what we're going to do is when we click, we're going to drag it, and we're going to highlight all the way over from column A to column D, and all the way down to, I believe that's row 23, but we're covering all 20 games. So once it's all highlighted here, I'm going to hit Insert, Chart, and something like this comes up, but this is actually the wrong type of graph. So we are going to click over here where it says Line Chart, and we are going to scroll down to where it says Scatter. So now you see something that looks similar to this. However, we don't want games to be included. We want that to be our x-axis. So we are going to go and check the column that says Use column A as labels. So now we can see along the bottom that it goes, this is game 5, which means we have game 4, right? Game 3, game 2. So this is game 10, 15, 20. So now it's switched it to labels for us. And so we can kind of see how they're doing over time. So over here at our first game, how are they doing compared to their most recent game? Okay, so now we're going to get our labels in here. So we're going to click on Customize, Chart Titles, and we're going to click on Chart Title. And it thought it knew what you wanted, but it doesn't. We want this to say points per game. So it changes it up here for us. Then we're going to click again, and we're going to click on Horizontal Axis Title. We're going to type in games. We're going to click again, and we're going to hit Vertical Axis Title. This is going to label what this means on this side, going up and down. And this is our number of points. So now what we're going to do is go down to where it says Series. We're going to scroll and we're going to hit Trend Lines. What this does is shows us if we had to draw a line, the line that would be within the middle of these points that are all over the place. So if I'm looking at blue, is this one. So this goes within the middle of it. And so you can see that this one kind of slants upwards, which means his first game to his last game, he's actually scored more points. This yellow line here still has a slight increase, but not as big of an increase as our player 1. And then here, if you look, our player 2, actually the line starts slanting downward. So it's showing that he's not actually scoring as many points as he was at the beginning of the season. So we're going to do the same thing for every one of these. So we're going to actually shrink this down here and move it on over to where it tells us to place your graphs. And now we're going to do the same thing. So we highlight, and I just clicked on games and highlighted down. That way it could give me my labels for the x-axis. I click on chart. Wrong graph shows up again, but that's okay. We're going to click use E as labels. Then we need to change it to a scatter plot. And we're just going to go and customize just like we just did, only this time it's assists per game. We have games at the bottom. We have assists per game. Or let's do number of assists, I think is what I did on the last one. There we go. And then we go to series, trend lines. And then we're done with that graph. So we can see that the red is also still decreasing over time, while our blue guy is increasing as the season goes on. So that's interesting to look at. I can't get this to move. And then again, last but not least, we highlight games, drag it all the way down, insert, chart. Again, it's going to be wrong, but that's okay. We can fix it. So we're going to go chart, scatter, go down and click use I as labels, hit customize, chart titles, chart title, rebounds per game, horizontal is just games, vertical, which is up and down, this is our number of rebounds, click on series, scroll down to trend lines, and there we have it. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. The red looks like it's staying pretty consistent here this time, so he's not decreasing, he's actually going up a little bit. Our yellow is decreasing in rebounds, which means that his defense, when he's trying to get the ball back to his team after the other team shoots and they miss, he's not very good at getting the rebound so that way they can get the points back or the ball back to their side of the court. So that's interesting to know. So now you're going to take a look at all of these and you are going to kind of do what I just did and look at them and really analyze what's happening, who's increasing, who's decreasing, who's staying the same. And then what you're going to do is answer some questions. So you're going to go, this is day 2 of the project. So you are going to go and answer question 4. And so it says, is one player more consistent of a scorer than others? Is one player more consistent of a rebounder than others? And is one player more consistent assist maker than another? And then how do you know? So this needs to be at least 4 sentences, which if you think about it, each part here is at least one sentence. And then how do you know should be another one. So that should be pretty easy to meet that 4-sentence requirement. When it says, is one more consistent, it wants you to look at the lines here, and you're looking to see whose line is kind of staying the same. So staying the same being like it's not going up or down. If it's going up, then they're increasing as the season goes on, which is really good. But that means they started off the year not doing as well, right? And then if they're decreasing, then that means they aren't scoring as much or aren't getting as many assists or rebounds. And so that's something that's could be problematic if you're going to bring them on your team. So if you look at more of a straighter line and who's kind of got that, then at least you know they're consistent. So for instance, in this one, I'd say the blue one in our assists, our blue player is more consistent because it's more of a straight line. while if we look at our red player, they're decreasing. So hopefully that helps you answer that question a little bit. But then once you're done with that, you're going to go back to our folder in Schoology and you're going to click on the questionnaire, and it's going to ask who you're leaning towards as of right now to join your team.